uh inspired me a little bit. I don't know if you know a lot about them, and it's not to like go into this diatribe on who they are, but I'll go into like intent versus messaging. Black Panthers founded in Oakland in the 60s, really because they found that the police were just being so corrupt in their neighborhoods, and they found that people didn't feel safe. And so the Black Panthers were a group that just said, hey, we're going to go out and parole the streets to make sure that people feel safe. And so they had nightly watches where they would go to gas stations or walk people home and just make sure that if there were any cops out there, that they were there as well. So nobody felt like they were going to get taken in. They had their own ambulance service to make sure that if anybody was um, health wise needed to get assistance, that they weren't relying on the normal system because they knew that it was going to take forever to come into those neighborhoods. So they had their own ambulance system. They also had their own daycare and free lunch program because they knew that that wasn't something that was in those areas. And so they did that and then protected those daycares and created the free lunch there. But if you were to ask people what do they remember about Black Panthers, they would just remember that they wore black jackets and they said fight the power and they carried guns. Right? The reason why they carried guns is they carried guns because they said they were citizens and it was their Second Amendment right. And they said everybody else was carrying guns, so why shouldn't they?